Hello, everybody. I am so glad that you joined me tonight. We are going to be talking about reclaiming your health. And tonight we're going to be hearing from some medical physicians, medical professionals, um, who are going to share with you the importance of looking at the five pillars of foundational health. Now, of course, everybody's probably heard about doTERRA essential oils. These are gifts of nature. They've been used for thousands of years. Okay. So I'm sure you've all heard of them. And if you haven't, you probably will in the near future right now. But it's more than just that. Our bodies do some really amazing things. Like when you get a cut on your hand, like you get a paper cut, all of a sudden you just put a band-aid over it and without even thinking about it, without even telling your body what to do, your body decides what to do, how to heal it, how to fix it, and how to make it better. You didn't have to do anything out of the ordinary. You didn't even have to think about it. Your body just takes care of it. But you know what? Sometimes our cells really need help. And constant daily habits can make the difference between feeling wired but tired or having abundant energy like this guy does on the right. Now, before we get started, you should have received a wellness assessment via email. If you didn't, please let me know, but you should have received it before today, before this event. Now, it has 5 different sections in it as well, for the 5 different foundations of health. Now, when you went through and you answered all of the questions, and don't worry, I don't need to see your results. I don't want to hear about them. It's fine. This is just for you to have a beginning point of where your health is right now in this season of life that you're in. Now, if those numbers aren't quite where you'd like them to be, and mind you, I've never seen anybody with a perfect score yet, so don't worry if your score is not perfect. It doesn't have to be. However, we do want it to be higher up there on the scale because that means that you're feeling better and you're enjoying life better. Now, when we look at those numbers, I want you to just pick 3 areas that if you could achieve, the top amount, the top score of feeling absolutely the best that you can possibly feel, what 3 areas would you like those to be in? I want you to circle that on your sheet or circle that on the paper that you wrote down your scores on. And keep that in mind as we go through the following information. Also, on top of that, I want you to understand that this event isn't about selling things or trying to promote products. Yes, we do have things that can help you, but what this is about is sharing absolute scientific, fact-based information based on actual medical studies that can actually help you to achieve the health that you're looking for. It can happen. You do have choices. Now, if you go through this whole class and you don't hear anything that you could possibly help you at all, then by all means, don't do anything, you know. But if you go through this class and you find things that you really absolutely love and you think can really help you to achieve better health, then by all means do that. So deal? Okay. So we are going to get started on how you can learn to support the 5 pillars of health. And I'm going to let you listen to one of our foundational doctors. He is actually one of our medical physicians that is at our Prime Meridian Healthcare facility. So he sees not only his own patients in his own practice, but he also sees many doTERRA wellness advocates and employees as well. And he has helped to develop some of the foundational products that we have right now that can help. And he's going to explain a little overview of what we're actually going to be talking about during our event today. So take a listen to Dr. Brannick Riggs.
We're excited that you've joined us today to learn more about the Wellness Pyramid and some of the products that can support you on your journey to reclaim your health. The Wellness Pyramid is one of the most helpful tools a person can become familiar with when prioritizing their personal health and wellness. When the wellness pyramid was developed, the layers were put in a specific order with nutrition and digestion and movement and metabolism laying the foundation of the pyramid. You might ask yourself, why start there? Well, when we focus on the principles of wellness and put our time, energy, and resources there, we fuel our bodies appropriately for the demands that we put on it day to day. We maintain and build strength, and we impact our body's ability to metabolize all of the things we expose them to, whether through internal exposures like foods and supplements, or external exposures like personal care products, cleaning products, or the endocrine disrupting chemicals that are in our air. Additionally, we free ourselves to spend less time, energy, and resources on those higher levels of the pyramid. And if you've ever been unwell, you know how costly and all-consuming those areas can be. Today, you'll have the opportunity to spend some time at various stations learning about the wellness pyramid and participating in activities that help you become more familiar with some of our favorite doTERRA products. Take time to smell, taste, and touch the products. Really immerse yourself. This is your opportunity to get to know these products and see how they can fit into your lifestyle and support you on your health journey.
Now, I know that the doctor said that we were going to taste and smell. Unfortunately, with an online event like this, we're not able to do that. However, I can help you in the near future to be able to sample different things, see how you like them, and see what they can do for you. But we are going to talk about the whole outline of that wellness pyramid that he was just talking about. So now I want to talk about the 5 foundational health pillars. So they basically hold us up when times are tough. They keep us balanced. They keep us strong. So think of a kitchen table. Think of the different legs that you have on that table. Let's say you've got 4 to 5 legs underneath that table. If one leg is a little bit weak, well, you can still use your table for doing homework and eating meals and maybe piling your bills on. And you can even keep, that lovely vase that Aunt Clara gave you that's been in the family for decades that you want to keep nice and that you put flowers in. Now, if one leg is wobbling, not so bad, right? You can probably trust it. Well, what if 2 legs start to get wobbly? What if 3 legs start to get wobbly? What tends to happen with us is we tend to see health symptoms going on and we just kind of look at it like a wobbly leg. If it gets bad enough, we'll just duct tape it back together or we'll try and nail it back together. When we can't nail it, we'll duct tape it. And then eventually the duct tape doesn't work anymore either. So our cells need help. So constant daily habits can mean the difference between, feeling wired but tired or having boundless energy like this guy over here. Now, poor daily habits can create really cellular imbalances if you let them slip too far. And I am a prime example of doing that in the past. The longer you ignore the disruption, pushing past those symptoms, or just accepting them as normal, a lot of us are like, well, so what if I have stress? It's no big deal. So what if I have aches and pains? It's just normal. Everybody does. These things are your body trying to tell you that something's wrong. And when our bodies are underserved, it's almost like they resist change after a while. And we tend to use that band-aid approach. If we have aches and pains, well, we'll just go and get something over the counter. And really, that's masking the symptom. It's still really there, isn't it? But there's no overnight solution for it. Kind of like when you're driving a car and your oil light goes on. You can put a piece of tape over that oil light, and yeah, there, I can't see it anymore, but it doesn't mean that it's not still there. Your car is telling you something's wrong with the oil pressure in the car. If you don't look at this now and take care of it, something bad's going to happen down the road. And eventually your engine can seize up if you don't take care of it. And then your car just sits in the driveway going nowhere. So there is no overnight solution to neglecting your body for long periods of time. But however, a combination of essential oils, quality supplements, and some lifestyle changes can get you back on track, but only if you're willing to make some changes. There is no magic pill, there's no magic potion, you guys. I'm sorry to say. But if you do make little changes slowly over time, then you can actually change your health. So here is the wellness pyramid, and we're going to be talking about these first four in depth. And number five there, informed self-care, that's basically you are learning how to take care of you. You are learning to spot when you've got symptoms going on, that something's not right in the body, and that maybe changes need to be made. These four are the four legs of your table. It's the five with the self-care being down the middle. So nutrition and digestion is the first one that we're going to talk about. You have to have good movement and metabolism. We have to look at rest and managing stress. And we also have to look at reducing toxicity. So let's talk nutrition and digestion. This is one of our doctors, Dr. Jessica, and she's going to tell us a little bit more within a short video about nutrition and digestion. She is also another one of the medical doctors that works with us and helps to advise us on the best products to use and the best supplements to use that the body actually needs. So let's take a listen.
Let's talk about daily habits to support your microbiome. The first, you want to get more fiber to feed that good bacteria. And there's a few ways you can do that. You want to consider doTERRA fiber, you want to consider doTERRA greens, and of course, you want to get more fruits and vegetables in your diet. More fiber can be a little bit hard on digestion if you're just starting out, so go slow. Start with just a little bit and give your body some time to adjust. The second critical piece of a daily habit to support your microbiome is reducing stress. When we are stressed, our body has more stress chemistry. That means our cells are stressed, our organs are stressed, and we want all of that to calm down so that good bacteria has all of those wonderful messages. We want to consider, are we getting enough sleep? And are we doing enough relaxation exercises for our self-care? So some things that you might consider are using the Serenity line for your sleep and using citrus oils like wild orange for your mood and the uplifting feeling. The third, to support your microbiome, is a balanced diet. We definitely want to consider removing processed sugar, removing all processed foods, and getting a variety of phytonutrients. And what that means is you want to get the whole rainbow of colors every day. The fourth, more hydration. Hydration is just not getting more water, it's getting more water and getting more salt because you want to have the electrolytes to be able to hold on to that water. So making sure you're hydrated is allowing your body to have that volume of blood to be able to get the nutrients in, get the nutrients to your cells and organs, as well as being able to have an ability to take the waste out. The last is being mindful of our gut feelings. One of our most important microbiomes exists in our digestive tract, in the gut. So we want to be mindful of our gut feelings, that intuition, that sense that you have that something is going right or not going right. And a question that I like to ask my patients is, are you digesting life? It really helps to get at a part of their life that they might be stuck in or an aspect that can come up where they can start to work on those feelings. So let's recap. The 5 things that can support you in helping to have a healthy microbiome is number 1, getting more fiber. Number 2, reducing stress. Number 3, eating a balanced diet with lots of micronutrients. Number 4, focusing on hydration, which is salt and water. And number 5, leaning into our gut feelings. You will definitely have an increase in your wellness as you undertake these 5 principles.
All right, she talked about fiber. Fiber is really important. Without it, we can't get the waste out of our body very well. And things tend to get stuck in the gut and then it can't move. And I'm sorry, but it ends up putrefying there and can cause a lot of different disease. About 70% of the American people do not get enough fiber in their diet. So it is helpful to supplement if you're not getting raw vegetables, raw fruits, and different whole foods that actually contain the fiber that can actually move things through the system. Also, without enough fiber, this really messes with the good bacteria that is in the gut as well. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Greens as well. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely do not get enough greens and enough fiber in my life. And a lot of people don't. I know some people that don't eat anything that's green because they think it's gross. Unfortunately, the things that have the colors, like she was talking about in her video, definitely have the wide variety of um, all of the nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes that we need for our body to function right. Now, she talked about having a healthy microbiome. Unfortunately, the last 3 years, we have basically been killing off everything that we possibly can and come in contact with. We've got hand sanitizers at every corner, and we're using them several times a day. A lot of medical doctors now are coming forward and saying, if you want to clean your hands, simple soap and water can do just as well. Because when we're using the alcohol hand sanitizers like we are so much, it's killing off the good bacteria that's on our hands that it's meant to be there to protect our bodies from different things that we may touch or come into contact with. Now, with a good microbiome, you need to have not just the probiotics in there, okay? Yes, it's great to have a great variety of those, but having the most isn't necessarily means that it's the best probiotic. A lot of probiotics are good by manufacturer's date. So that means that they can guarantee that their little microorganisms in there are actually alive on the date of manufacture when it leaves the factory. However, if there's nothing to feed those good microbiome in there, then they're going to die off very quickly, and they'll die off before they ever even get to your mouth. So a good probiotic has to have a prebiotic in there that's going to feed the microorganisms and keep them alive until they can get where they need to go. They also need to be encapsulated so that they can make it through the stomach acid, which can, in fact, kill them off. So we get through there, which doTERRA's does have that, and the microbiome can get there where they need to be, which is in the gut. If you've ever been on any antibiotics, unfortunately, not only do they kill off the good bacteria, but not only do they kill off the bad bacteria, but they kill off the good stuff too. So that means it can wipe out everything. If you're suffering a lot with bloating or indigestion or gas, cramping, these are a lot of signs that your good bacteria is not where it needs to be. And when they're not, then they can't control the bad bacteria from growing. So then we end up with an overgrowth of yeast and other bad bacteria that can actually make our health suffer quite a bit. Now, on top of having a good probiotic and a way to feed them, you also need to have what we call phages. These are actually little viruses that are good viruses that can actually go in and kill off the bad bacteria, making room for the good bacteria to flourish. Now, these are some of the good bacteria that is in our PB Restore, and these are some of the bacteria that you need to be looking at that are vital to taking care of breaking down food and getting rid of waste and getting nutrients to where they need to go. So prebiotics, postbiotics, and phages in there. So we need to have a way to help it to get rid of the waste afterwards too. Our PB Assist Plus is something that you can combine along with the PB Restore. This is a granulated mix and it tastes like watermelon, but it is also encapsulated in little bitty granules that can actually get to where it needs to go as well. This is perfect for kiddos or people who can't swallow pills. Okay. And this can help to restore that good bacteria and get your gut going the way it needs to. 70% of your immune function resides from a healthy gut. Your gut controls that. Now, if you're suffering with a lot of different illness and you're not feeling so well and you're getting it over and over again, this could be another sign that your gut is not functioning the way it needs to. All right. Now, next on the list is we have movement and metabolism. We have to have movement in order for our body to function. Number one, you have a lymph system. Your lymph cells are all over your entire body. And what they do is they pull all the waste from all of your cellular activity and get it to the kidneys and to the bowel so it can be expelled. The only way for the lymph to move any of that fluid and any of that waste product is by movement. There is no pump. So unless you're moving around, this is the only way that you're going to get rid of that waste. Now, last year, doTERRA came out with our MetaPower line. This has been a fantastic product line, but number one is the collagen. For a lot of us, we don't get enough collagen. It starts to wane down and wear down after as we get older. We don't produce as much. And a lot of the things that we notice is not just the sagging skin or the brittle hair, that's part of it, but it's also in how we're feeling and how much energy we have. I don't know about you guys, but I have gone to class reunions before. I've been to a few because I'm 55 now. And I walk in and I see people that are the same exact chronological age as me, where we've been around the sun the same amount of times because we're the same age. And they look like they did when we were in high school. They look like they haven't really aged all that much. And then I can look over here and I see somebody else who looks like they're about 80 years old, where they're like 30 or 40 years older. That's how they look. And that's how they're presenting themselves too, because they're complaining of lots of aches and pains. They don't feel so good. They're tired all the time. Oh, it just must be part of getting old. Now, why is there such a difference between the two? Is it just genetics? That might have something to do with it. But most of the time, what it has to do with it is how we've been taking care of our body and how much our body can actually repair DNA. And that in turn makes us to have enough energy to get through the day as well. So I will let you listen here to Dr. Ashley Anderson. She's a single mom, and as well as a medical professional. And she has also been using the MetaPower system extensively for a little over a year now. And she's going to share with you some of the amazing benefits, not only that she has seen, but that other people have seen as well, with a quality collagen supplement. And she will tell you a little bit of why ours is different than any of the other ones that are on the market.
My two favorite things about MetaPower Advantage are the collagen and the NAD+. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. We need it. We also know that our natural production of it drops as we age, so we've got to consistently supplement. We've heard about collagen supplements on the markets for years now, but we have never had a collagen quite like this. doTERRA has sourced marine collagen from what I call the bougie fish in Italy and gives us a supplement that is bioavailable. We're getting 9 different collagen peptides that can go support their specific parts of the body, and we know we're absorbing it and our body is able
Sorry, guys. There we
to
go.
use it. Having firmer and more elastic skin, mental clarity, and more lean muscles has been incredible. For the younger folks, though, collagen supplementation is amazing to support the growth and development of ligaments, muscles, tendons, and more. NMN is my bestie though. It helps your body create NAD+, which helps to convert food into energy and offers protection to our cellular energy factories. I don't know about you, but I will take all the extra energy that I can get. I take MetaPower Advantage on an empty stomach every morning. Most days, I'll add in a second sachet to my protein shake for a mid-afternoon snack. My son Atlas, the track star, is also using half a sachet during practice to support his stamina and muscle recovery. So grab your sachet and make MetaPower Advantage a part of your daily routine.
Now, I know she said grab a sachet. If you don't have one, don't worry about that. At our live events, we do have those for people to try. So you might want to seek out one of our live events. We are having one in New London in December. So message me for more info on those. But what she mentioned was is that NMN, no, not M&Ms, but NMN. Do yourself a favor and do a simple Google search on that and take a look at the studies that are coming out about all of that. This is definitely something that can help the body to make its own energy. So it's not a stimulant. It's not something like caffeine or B vitamins or anything like that that's just going to rub the body up to create more energy. Sadly, there's a lot of things out there, a lot of products where they say, oh, it'll give me great energy. When you look at the ingredients, it is full of stimulants that are just going to get your heart racing, and they call that energy. What we are doing is actually helping the cells to create more energy and synthesize it within the cell. So working directly on the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, as my children always tell me that they learned in school. So these are some of the products, some of the ingredients that are in here. And yes, you're going to find some vitamins in there as well, but you are going to have, these are in there basically so that the body can take up the collagen even better. A lot of the collagen out there is in such huge long chains that the body simply can't use it. It can't break it down and use it. So basically you end up being the middleman, kind of like a lot of vitamins out there, and you're just, it's going down your toilet, unfortunately. These are tripeptides. They're already broken up so that your body can use them better. And with the vitamin C and the resveratrol in there, that can help the body to absorb it and use it even better. Now, I just had surgery on my ankle, and I've been using the collagen for a little over a year now. And my doctor said, I didn't see much arthritis in there. And, your connective tissue in there look really, really good. I had a ligament that had been ripped off of the ankle bone, and that's what they replaced. They didn't replace it. They just attached it back on. So when you're thinking of things like that, when you've got joint health that's functioning a little bit better and isn't deteriorating as much, and definitely collagen can help with that. Not only that, like I said, it can help with that energy, and it can help with feeling younger longer, basically. So yes, this is definitely going to be a recording, and I can definitely get this out for everybody to share. Unfortunately, the specials that we're going to have at the end of this presentation will not be available after 24 hours after this time. Okay. Our special codes and promos are only good for 24 hours right now, but the rest of this information can still be shared with everybody. Deep Blue. Deep Blue is one of our signature blends, and we have it in a rub. We also have it in a stick that has copaiba added to it. When we do our event in December, we are going to be doing an exercise, a basic little exercise program like this to help you guys with stretching and help you with mobility to keep your joints flexible and the muscles flexible. Deep Blue is fantastic for helping with a healthy inflammatory response, helping to soothe muscles before and after movement and exercise, especially after hard days at work or before you go into work as well. It has specific oils in there that can help with muscle tension and help to relax things and soothe things. Here is the stick, and we're also going to have a special on that today as well. But this is really convenient. We've got a lot of star athletes, including some golfers, that are using this, as well as NBA players, because it can be targeted just like the rub can on specific areas. The oil can be useful too, but this is just a really convenient way. It doesn't have to go on your hands at all. You can just rub it like a deodorant stick wherever you have the discomfort going on. This is a little bit of an exercise program, and it's a little bit lengthy. It's like about 10 minutes long. So if you guys want to hear it, I can send this out to you later on. But because we're on a time continuum here, this is more for an in-person class to help people with movement. So we are going to just skip over this
Welcome.
gentleman quick and hop on to the next one. Rest and managing stress. This doctor has some really great information, including a huge study that was done on sleep. And I think you're going to find this kind of amazing because I was quite surprised by what she had to say. Take a listen.
I'd say that out of all of the lifestyle pillars, sleep is typically the one that gets the short end of the stick. We live in a culture that unapologetically promotes the motto, I'll sleep when I'm dead. And we continuously push ourselves to the limit in the name of task completion, hitting deadlines, and just simply being in grind mode. If everyone truly understood the physiological impacts of sleep holistically, we'd run to bed every night to do everything in our power to ensure outstanding sleep quality, especially since we do spend about a third of our life sleeping. And being more holistically centered myself, I also believe sleep to be like the master coordinator between the mind, the body, and the inner self. So it's a non-negotiable for me. Another interesting thing to point out is the fact that sleep is essential to every process in the human body and even single-handedly impacts pretty much every layer of doTERRA's wellness pyramid. For instance, consistently getting more restful sleep can actually help you decrease cravings and impulsive eating. It can help you get more efficient results with your workouts. It can help your body begin to respond to stress better. It can allow many parts of your body, especially your brain, the time to detox. It can enhance your immunity and your ability to fight disease, and can even elevate your cardiovascular health. In fact, research shows that those who slept 6 or more hours a night had much healthier hearts than those who slept less. And you know what? When it comes to those who slept less, I often give presentations on the fact that all it takes is 1 hour. In fact, there's a worldwide experiment performed on about 1.6 billion people across about 70 countries twice a year called daylight savings time, where we consistently see that in the spring when we lose an hour of sleep, we see a subsequent 24% increase in serious cardiac issues. And in the fall, when we gain an hour of sleep, we see a 21% decrease in serious cardiac issues. This phenomenon is bidirectional and demonstrates just how sensitive and vulnerable our bodies are to even just the slightest reduction in sleep quality. It is therefore imperative that we invest a significant amount of time and energy into practices and habits and even products that can enhance our overall sleep quality, whether it be getting the correct amount of sleep, 7 to 9 hours for adults, or getting restful sleep, as in no interruptions of your sleep cycles. So consistently look into how you can elevate your sleep hygiene, like minimizing screen time and electronic use in the bed, or avoiding stimulants of any kind like caffeine or even exercise right before bedtime. Also, make sure your medical team know about any sleep disturbances that you might be having. I personally like to rule out nutrition deficiencies, hormone imbalances, and even sleep disorders as underlying causes for any patients of my practice complaining of poor sleep quality. And lastly, be sure to invest in a natural and pure product line that you trust to enhance your overall sleep quality. For instance, I personally enjoy doTERRA's Serenity product line, and the new development of this line includes much better ingredients that help you have more restful sleep, like tart cherry. The L-theanine, of course, is still there. And we also have valerian roots. So this can help you to start to wind down and calm yourself throughout the day and promotion of getting restful sleep at night. So sleep is not an I'll make up for it later thing. It's a biological necessity. So let's continue to set the necessary boundaries to make sleep a complete priority within your lifestyle.
All righty. So, like she was talking about, she looks at nutrition as well when there's sleep disturbances. A lot of times, if you are eating too late at night, right before bedtime, your body trying to digest food is going to disrupt your sleep cycle. Also, if you are on a high carbohydrate diet or a high sugar diet that is void of nutrients, your body's going to look at that and say, hey, you know what? You didn't get any nutrients, so you must be starving to death. There must be a famine. And your body will start responding like there's some kind of famine going on. Your body will also start hoarding fat and holding on to it because it thinks that there's a famine going on and you're starving to death because you're not getting the nutrients that you need. So it thinks automatically that food is scarce, even though you may be eating several times a day. So that can explain too why digestive system is not working like it should either. Also, you have to look at, are the probiotics there? Is the body really digesting food like it needs to? And that can disrupt your sleep as well. Um, Also, Serenity Restful Blend. This is a beautiful blend. Our son was diagnosed with autism when he was 3. When he was 10, I discovered essential oils, and I discovered them by accident. We were to a point where our son could not focus. He couldn't, he, he was actually jumping around the room and acting out Bugs Bunny cartoons instead of watching them. And we couldn't get him to focus. We couldn't get him to sleep at night for more than like 3 hours, which meant nobody else slept either. And then we went back to the doctor, and the doctor looked at us and said, well, the only thing we have left is we can medicate him. And I said, but what does this medication do? What are the side effects or anything through puberty? Because I said, he's only 10, he hasn't even gone through puberty yet. And the doctor looked at me and he said these exact words. Well, we think they're safe. And for my husband and I, that was rather disappointing to say the least. We weren't sure that we wanted to do something like that, but we kind of felt like we didn't have any choice anymore. We didn't know what to do. We had tried several different natural things and nothing seemed to help or really work for very long. So I was just about ready to give up and say, fine, whatever. And I went to a chamber meeting for where I was working. And there was a lady there that was talking about doTERRA essential oils. And she was literally explaining my son because she was saying, well, we have oils that can help with sleep and with relaxation and with focus and with calming. And I'm like, huh, okay. So I went up to her after the meeting and I said, yeah, but do they really work? And she said, oh, absolutely, they work. And I said, oh, absolutely, you're just trying to make money off of me. And I don't know, maybe you guys can relate. But like I said, we had spent so much time and effort and money on different what I thought were natural things trying to help him. And it was disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And luckily, she understood that. And she met me where I was at. And she said, look, I'm going to mix you up this rollerball of oils. We call it Peaceful Child. And I want you to roll it on the bottoms of his feet and tell me what happens. Okay, fine. It was free. I took it home. And he's literally bouncing off the walls in this very same living room I'm in right now. And I pin him down on the couch and I roll it on his feet. And I really didn't think anything was going to happen. But in about 5 to 10 minutes, that kid was mellow and he was quiet and he finished watching the cartoon instead of acting it out. Then he went to bed at 10 o'clock at night and slept until 6 a.m. So, of course, I'm like, this is just a coincidence. It's just a fluke. All the planets are in the right lineup. It'll probably never happen again. But 3 nights in a row, I got the same exact effect. And we've been getting that same exact effect with the Peace Blend because doTERRA started making it after a while. And we use that during the day. And then we use Serenity at night to help him sleep. He is now 21 years old. Fortunately for us, we were able to avoid any type of pharmaceutical medication until he was about 18 years of age. And he's on a couple low dose medications to help him manage his anxious feelings and his anxiety. But this blend has been a miracle worker in our home. It helps him sleep. It helps him to focus. It has vetiver oil in it, which if you can't sleep at night because your mind just cannot shut off, vetiver is the best oil in the world to help stop that mind chatter and help you to sleep. So you can put it in a diffuser. You can put it on bottoms of the feet. I used to put it on the bottoms of his feet until he would get his socks and shoes on too fast. And then I would have to put it on the back of his neck. So you can also add a few drops to a warm bath with a carrier oil in there, like coconut oil and some Epsom salts. These are the ingredients that it has in it. So please be very careful with the oils that you choose, you guys. There are a lot of essential oils out there that are synthetic. They are not what they say they are. They have a lot of fillers and carrier oils added to them that they don't tell you about. Um, like I said, I tried a different brand of essential oils before I was introduced to doTERRA. I can't even tell you what brand it was anymore. I picked it up at a health food store and it did absolutely nothing for Adam. And it did not perform the way the oils have with doTERRA. Also, brand new now is the Serenity Stick. This has the valerian root in it as well. And I absolutely love it. Right now, it's not available for purchase single by itself, but we're going to give you a way that you can actually get that tonight. All right. And this is like a deodorant stick, and you just put it on your chest, on your neck, or in between your shoulder blades, or even bottoms of the feet. This is a fantastic way to help support sleep at night, help to calm down the mind, and help to relax muscles so that you can actually have a restful night's sleep. Um, and then the Serenity Complex, these are gel caps, and they include the tart cherry, which can help the body to produce more melatonin so that your body can actually get a really good night's sleep as well. These are ingestible, and you would take 1 or 2 before you're ready to go to sleep. Also, recommend that keep the phones and any kind of blue light out of your bedroom, you guys. When you have those lit up, your body actually, your brain thinks that it's daytime. So it will start sending out signals for hormones that, hey, it's daytime, it's time to get up. Your body doesn't understand that it's just a blue light from a phone or a laptop or a TV. It thinks that it's daytime. So when it starts sending out those wake up hormones and reduces the melatonin, suddenly you can't sleep for hours because your body thinks it's daytime. So just some ideas to help you there. So this whole system is beautiful and wonderful. And like I said, it's definitely an oil to keep around. This blend has helped our dog. We've got a doggo that does not like loud noises. He doesn't like thunderstorms and sucks all the fun out of those because I love them. He does not like deer hunting season, which this weekend he's probably going to be a wreck because here in Wisconsin, gun deer hunting season starts. And he doesn't like fireworks either. Serenity helps. We put it in a carrier and I fluff it into his ears, or sometimes I'll put it on the bottoms on his paws too. And it's not going to hurt him if he ingests it, a little bit of it. But this has definitely helped to calm him down and relax him because he gets so frigidity that he is just shaking. He's so scared. So this can definitely help to be calming. righty. Shinrin Yoku is a brand new blend for us, and this is forest bathing. So, what they do in Japan is they will take time out from the electronics, from work, from everything, and they will just go out into a forest and walk around, let even barefoot in the moss, and just sit and soak up the nature and soak up the sounds, soak up the smells. Now, I know a lot of us aren't able to just do that at any given time, but the Shinrin Yoku helps where you can diffuse it and just kind of picture where you are, maybe even put on some forest sounds or some bird sounds and picture that you are there yourself. And it really helps to calm the body down, help to reset so that hormones can start being produced like they need to again as well. Stress is one thing, you guys. And that's why Shinrin Yoku is so important, along with the Serenity and other oils that can help you relax. In prehistoric times, when we felt danger, like let's say here comes a saber-toothed tiger, it's coming to get us, it's coming to chase us. What happens in our body without us even thinking about it, again, just like that cut where the body just takes over, it starts releasing hormones that say, okay, you're going to need to either fight or you're going to need to run. So it's going to pull all the blood away from your digestive system and your major organs and get it to your legs and arms because it thinks you need to run from danger. All right. And it starts releasing all of these stress hormones to help you deal with all of the stress that's happening. Now, eventually, when you ran to the cave and the tiger went away, the body calmed down, everything was good again, and things went back to normal. Unfortunately, with society the way it is today, especially with, deadlines, we've got to get things done. People tell me, well, stress is just normal. Everybody has stress. What's the big deal? When you're constantly taking blood flow away from your digestive system and away from other major organs, and you're doing this all day long, all week long, for years in a row, this starts to break down the body tremendously, and it does a number on your digestive system and your gut biome. And unfortunately, there's no way to stop it unless you mindfully stop feeling the stress. And even though there's no tiger there that's going to devour you, the tiger ends up seeing a commercial on retirement investments and realizing that, hey, I don't have enough saved up to be able to retire when I want to. Or somebody at work or a family member says something to you that upsets you. These are all stresses that go on all day long. And we have all these negative thoughts that go along with it. And eventually we are stressed 24/7. So we need to have oils like Shirin-yoku and other oils to help us to relax and help us to finally just shut off the mind so that our body can get back to normal. Is it any wonder that we have so many digestive problems that we do, especially in the United States? Is it any wonder that we have different heart problems and different autoimmune disorders going on? It's because the body is so stressed all the time that it's constantly inflamed and constantly in that fight or flight mode. So the Shinrin Yoku contains these different ingredients. Again, you can diffuse this. You can just breathe it in while you're meditating or journaling. You can apply to the skin with a carrier oil. And guys, it smells divine. I love how it smells. Cypress fir, our cypress and the fir oils are very good at grounding the body. They're also good at relaxing muscles too. Grapefruit and lemon, all of the citrus oils can help with anxious feelings and help you to feel more calm. So this is an excellent blend to help you to do all of those things. So this is a little bit of the science, essential oils that are rich in terpenes that have attributed to positive effects of forest bathing. So it contains all of these different chemical components. And this is how it can actually alter mood and uplift mood, and help you to relax the body. There is a science behind all of the essential oils and products. So, reducing toxicity. This is another pillar or another leg of your table, you guys. We live in a world where we have about 1,400 different chemicals that have been banned around the world. And they've been banned because they are known carcinogens or they are known to cause cancer or other debilitating disease. Now, how many of those 1,400 do you think have been banned here in the United States? I think some of you may be surprised and some of you may be like, yeah, that sounds about right. We've banned up to this point about 11 of them. So that means that all of those other 1,389 can be used in any of our products, from food, drinks, lotions, shampoos, conditioners, laundry detergent, toilet bowl cleaners, dish soap, you name it, even some in our perfumes too. So these products are all going on your skin, inside your body. A lot of products contain synthetics as well. So here is Dr. Amy, and she is another one of our medical doctors that works closely with helping doTERRA to find ingredients that are healthy and are non-toxic for not just humans, but also for pets. So please take a listen to her. She's got some really important things to say on how you can reduce toxicity in your own home.
Every day while performing normal daily functions, we're exposed to countless toxins. Any substance that places undue stress on the body is considered a toxin. These can accumulate within the body over time and increase burden on organs at any given time. This is known as toxic load. The accumulation of the toxins in the body can take a great toll. As with most things in life, there is a threshold of toxic load that the body can handle before it becomes a burden to your overall health. Well-studied chemicals that are found in a ton of personal care products are known as PFAs. These are also known as forever chemicals because they essentially never break down naturally. These PFAs can affect multiple organ systems, especially after prolonged accumulation. The endocrine system is most specifically targeted, which is the system that's made up of glands that make hormones influencing organ function, growth and development, metabolism, reproduction, mood, and many other physiologic functions. PFAs can mimic or disrupt the action of our natural hormones. In fact, an exposure to a single endocrine disrupting chemical can have a domino effect, leading to a cascade of issues downstream, which can lead to increased risk of future disease. Over 1,000 EDCs have been identified. Some common ones that are often recognized by consumers are labeled as parabens, phthalates, BPA, and triclosan. Exposure to these types of chemicals can occur while breathing, eating, cleaning, spending time outside, other mindless activities that are thought of as routine. While environment, including pollution, is one source of these chemicals, surprisingly, most of these are actually found in the personal products that we are using. This is not just products that we place directly on our skin. We are exposed through contact with cleaners, clothes, cookware, shower curtains, just to name a few. Believe it or not, this is actually good news. While you cannot control the pollution in your city or environment outside, you can absolutely control the products you choose to expose yourself and your loved ones to. I'm sure by now you're wondering, where do I even start? While it may feel a bit overwhelming, let me help to try simplifying the process with 3 easy steps. First, you need to identify where these toxins may be lurking in your home and everyday routine, particularly when it comes to the products you use on or in your body. If you're unsure on how to identify these products exposing you to those toxins, you can learn from websites like chemtrust.org, the Endocrine Society, and the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences. Secondly, take back your power. Ditch those products that have known toxins and switch to a natural alternative. When looking for an alternative product, it's important to remember to avoid BPA, parabens, phthalates, and synthetic fragrances. Remember to include the personal care products for children and family as well. Lastly, live a healthy lifestyle. A healthy diet focusing on whole food and drinking plenty of water supports detoxification from current and past toxic substances. Making some of these simple changes is one way you can control factors that have a huge impact. Some great non-toxic alternative products to bring into your home are doTERRA products. Making some of these simple changes is one way you can control factors that have a huge lasting impact on your overall well-being.
All right. So, like she said, identify where is the first step. Just start reading some of the labels that are already on the things that you're using in your own home. You may be surprised at some of them will say that, oh, yes, it's all natural, but you may see some of the things that she was talking about, like the phthalates and parabens in there as well, which parabens come from petroleum. And so do a lot of the synthetic chemicals that we have in our foods and different products that we use. These are ones that she was talking about that don't break down and they can accumulate even in the body. The studies are not all conclusive on that, but they're starting to point to that. So just identify some areas and just start switching products out. Air fresheners are a huge one. There can be a lot of uh, endochemicals in there. The xenoestrogen is what they call them. Also, with any of your air fresheners, plugins that you use, those can be a huge source too. Um, Experience natural products. Look at your toothpaste. Look at any kind of lotions that you're using or any kind of body butters, makeup, anything that may go onto your skin. Um, we have wonderful choices for toothpaste and also there's a mouthwash too, which can be they're both really wonderful at helping to get rid of that mouth bacteria that causes different things and different disease within the mouth. So this is one of our dentists that is on one of our panels as well that helps advise us on mouth care and oral care. So please take a listen to him and what he has to share.
As most of you know, our mouths are a war zone. Our teeth and gums are under constant threat from microorganisms that are attempting to break them down. To illustrate this, I want you to imagine two brand new cars. The first owner maintains her car diligently. She's always on time with her oil changes, her tire rotations and replacements, and she makes sure all the systems are running properly. She also diligently cleans her car every week, inside and out. Now, I want you to compare this to another owner who never maintains his car, never washes it, never changes the oil or the tires or his wiper blades, never replaces any fluids. The outcomes after a few years will be dramatically different. Without all the regular care and maintenance, over time things will fall apart and require extensive repairs or total replacement. Our teeth operate on the exact same principles. With consistent, careful, and strategic detailing, we stand a great chance of smiling and chewing with our God-given chompers well into our golden years. I like to call this oral fitness. In the same way that regular exercise and strategic food choices lead to physical fitness, careful detailing of our teeth and smart nutritional strategies lead to oral fitness. So let's talk specifically about these special little mouth bones that keep us smiling and chewing with confidence. First, we have to talk about biofilm. Our mouths are filled with over 700 different kinds of bacteria. Specific bacteria form a sticky plaque on the surfaces of the teeth that create their own microenvironment that is very acidic. When fed sugar, this biofilm manufactures acid byproducts that eat away at the tooth surface, causing mineral loss or demineralization. Removing this biofilm with brushing and flossing is imperative in preventing breakdown of the teeth and gums. Thankfully, we have been designed with defense systems that will repair the surface of the teeth by replacing the minerals in a process called remineralization. Our saliva contains vital minerals to aid in this process, along with natural antibacterial agents. Maintaining a healthy saliva flow through regular hydration and proper nutrition and supplementation is vital to creating an environment where remineralization can occur. Adding minerals that encourage remineralization to the teeth directly through toothpaste is another vital strategy. It's very similar to applying protective coatings to cars. Restore and protect the surface. This is where the genius of our beloved doTERRA toothpaste comes in. For a number of years, we've been blessed by the remineralizing power of hydroxyapatite in our On Guard toothpaste. With our brand new Supermint toothpaste, we have an additional flavor profile with all the benefits of the original. Different taste with the same benefits. So always remember that the power lies in your hands. Minimize acidic and sugary foods in your eating strategy and make sure you're staying hydrated. Take your supplements and apply that protective and restorative coating to your teeth several times a day. That will keep you smiling and chewing with confidence well into the bright future ahead.
So here's just a little picture of what we've talked about so far. There's a couple more things that I want to share with you quickly that have just come out brand new this year as well. But I'm hoping that this has given you a little bit of help supporting your table and not just using a band-aid approach, but to actually look at things that are going to support your body and give you a strong foundation, actual lifestyle changes that can actually be long-term instead of a short-term temporary fix. All right. Think of it as don't put that tape over your oil light. Change the oil instead, or find out where the oil is leaking. Now, remember where I said that not all products are created the same. Not all supplements are created the same. Not all essential oils are created the same. Birch is a very difficult oil to source by itself. I know you've probably seen other brands out there, birch oil. We tested 27 different brands, and a couple of them were very popular brands that I see in a lot of health food stores around here anyway. All 27 of them tested for absolutely no birch oil in them whatsoever. Wintergreen is very close to mimicking compounds of birch. So a lot of times wintergreen is used because it's a lot cheaper to source and more readily available. Some of the other ones were completely synthetic, or in other words, they put all of the chemicals together in a laboratory and made it smell like birch and made it look like birch. However, our bodies do not do as well with synthetics as once thought. Our bodies actually do not do well with them at all, and sometimes they can store in our bodies and become toxic. One thing that was really disturbing out of that 27 different brands that tested negative for birch, one of them actually tested to be expired aspirin, because white willow has kind of the same, close to the same or comparative chemical composition as birch does. So that was very alarming. Because these supplements like this are not regulated very tightly, there are some companies out there that will sell to products that are inferior or products that are not labeled correctly to their consumers and to their customers and not really care if they are what they say they are. Unfortunately, ingredient lists can say whatever they want, and it doesn't necessarily mean that what you have in that bottle really is what is on that ingredient list. So please just keep that in mind. As of right now, doTERRA has the only pure birch essential oil. I love birch because it is very good for a healthy inflammatory response and helps with healing the body. And here is how you can use it. It is not meant to be ingested, but it is meant to be used topically, and you can use it aromatically as well. So it helps to give like a little bit of a wintergreen hint to it when you're diffusing it. So it can be very calming to the body. And you can massage it into the back and legs for a cooling sensation after exercise, and it helps to relax those muscles as well. well. You can even, like it says there, put some on a cotton ball and stick it in your gym bag or any kind of places where there's odors. And you can even apply to skin to help reduce the appearance of blemishes. And again, with blemishes, that reminds me, if your gut is not functioning properly, then your body can't get rid of all of the toxic waste that is building up. When it can't get rid of it through the kidneys and the liver, it will actually start to come out through the skin. So some people that have some pretty severe acne going on, or problemed by it a lot, this can be a sign too that the gut is not functioning properly. But you can use birch while you're trying to clean up the gut as well. But just keep that in mind about our birch oil, you guys. We do have the only one right now that is pure, absolutely pure. So I have trusted doTERRA for about a little over 11 years now with the health of myself and my family. And I wouldn't trust any other company because we've had such great results with doTERRA. I can trust that they are absolutely pure. The new one too that we're excited about is Blue Lotus. This can be used as perfume for some people, but it provides a relaxing floral aroma. So it's great for in a skin moisturizer, so you can add it into your existing moisturizer. It helps with just healthy looking skin all around, helping to give you that glow on the face and hands. Oops, sorry. I'll go back to that. So this is sourced from lily pads in China, from those beautiful flowers that it is sitting on right there. And right now, this only comes in a touch roller, which means that it already has been diluted with some fractionated coconut oil. So these wonderful products, how in the world can you get them? I can tell you how. And like with the Serenity stick right now, this is the only way that you can get it right now, you guys, because we have sold out of our regular stock. So this entire kit can help you to get started improving your health and improving those 5 pillars of your body, of your table. All right. So it is normally $275. However, with this code that I'm going to give you, you can get $20 off. Not only that, but we also have a promo for the deep blue stick. So normally it is $26.50 and you can get it for $24.57 if you want to add it on with your promo code today. Now with all of these great items, 255 bucks gets you all of that, but I'm not done. Also, if you are just starting out and you're not one of our wholesale customers yet, then good news for you. With this entire kit, you can also get a free pebble diffuser too, which is a $33 value. On top of that, you can add the deep blue stick for added savings, and you can get a free introductory kit with any 100 PV enrollment order. So if you become one of our wholesale customers today, you will get 25% off for an entire year and get all of these extras. The intro kit has lemon, lavender, and peppermint. These are great for seasonal issues like those itchy eyes or the stuffy nose. When pollen and dust and things like that are around, it can really help with helping your body to regulate after exposure to something like that. Also, these 3 oils in the intro kit have like about 101 different things that they can be used for separately and together in combination. So altogether, this is $149.43 savings. And this is only good with the promo code that I'm going to give you for the next 24 hours. Also, any one of our wonderful customers who have ordered in the past, but if it's been over a year since you placed an order, we have exciting news that we would love to have you back and have you enjoying oils on a regular basis again. So you can also get the deep blue promo Plus, you can also get the introductory kit too. And normally, a renewal fee after the first year is $25. With our promo code and an order of 50 PV or more, you will get that $25 refunded back to you. So this is a savings of $141.43 for our existing customers where it's been at least a year or more since you placed an order with us. So how to order? Very simple. I can give you a code. I can give you a link where you go in there, you put your information in, and you enter this promo code, and you will be able to get all of the discounts today on this kit, as well as the free introductory kit. And if you are a new member, you will also get the free the free Pebble diffuser as well. Also, I want to let you guys know these can be added in. We're doing kind of like a pre-Black Friday sale. So starting today, and it runs until November 21st on Monday, we are doing BOGOs. So it's buy one, get one free. These are the pairings that we have. You can purchase any combination of them that you want, and you can purchase up to 5 of each and every one of them if you like. So Roman chamomile, this gives you a little bit of an idea of how you can use them. Roman chamomile is great for relaxation. I love using the vanilla because I use it in place of vanilla extract when I cook and bake. Also On Guard, which is our immunity blend, and the On Guard Plus, fantastic for helping with seasonal threats. Breathe, helping with respiratory along with the peppermint and helping with stomach. Also lavender for soothing cuts and wounds and relaxation, as well as our balanced grounding blend and the adaptive gels or the adaptive capsules as well. Adaptive helps tremendously with relaxation and anxious feelings. Yep. There we go. So here we go. You can use either one of these links, and I can put them into the chat box, I'm hoping. And you can get either one of these to get started. Both of them comes with that free diffuser and has those free extra oils. You can